LSU went for the big splash. Florida went for the group of five, successful coach Billy Napier. And Florida didn't, at least on the surface, go through some big national search. It seemed as though they were very focused on Napier and sold that he was the guy.
Yeah, and look, I think they made a really solid hire. I think people are beginning to realize this, and how important it's going to be. Is Napier is a different kind of coach. He did a really good job at Alabama. I know he was fired at Clemson. He made a very interesting point. He was a 29-year-old offensive coordinator at Clemson. He gets fired, and he actually said that took the arrogance out of me. He said it was humbling, and I learned from it. And I think that made a real difference with him. So you got a different attitude than you had with Dan Mullen when he was at Florida. The main thing that's going to change with Billy Napier is the recruiting. Florida has really done a very average job in recruiting over the last few years. Mark, the reality is Mullen and that staff, they just don't like recruiting. So that's why a lot of that staff is not going to be held intact, meaning stretch of the imagination. Napier is bringing a lot of guys over, either from Louisiana or he's hiring them from different places. Corey Raymond, the hire from LSU, is just brilliant to be able to bring him to Florida and the success that he had with LSU. I think that Napier is going to have a better relationship with the media. You're certainly not going to have Napier dress up as Darth Vader at the end of the press conference or try to start a fight at halftime with Missouri, or to look at the sideline reporter before and after the game like she has three heads when she asks him a legitimate question and he doesn't want to answer it. So, and I think Napier would do a better job with the quarterback situation. That was messed up from the beginning this year with Emory Jones and Anthony Richardson. Richardson has a meniscus issue and won't be able to play in the bowl game. So that's unfortunate. Now, Florida's lost their share of recruits and players. Zachary Carter on the defensive line, one of the more recent ones who left. Jacob Copeland has done the same thing. But Mark, this is kind of like Steve Sarkisian at Texas. We were talking a few minutes ago. There are frankly some blessed subtractions on a football team. And I think what's happening here is Napier is sitting down with these guys, telling them where they fit in, giving them a chance to compete. If they don't want to do that, they will move on. But I think what he's also doing is he's holding some of these guys accountable and responsible, and telling them that it's going to be up to them to really buy in. Some of them will do that, some of them will not. Now, they will not do a real good job in the early signing period. There's just no way you can do it. And Napier said that last week. So we just don't have time. And he's right. So that they would do better in February than they will now. So and I'm not saying next year's going to be a throwaway season. All I'm saying is it's just going to take him a lot of time to get this done. But I'll tell you this. I think he has the potential to be the best Gator hire since Urban Meyer.